What's good, nieces and nephews? It's Big Unk Chaos here to give you all some amazing news that I woke up to today regarding Marvel Zombies. So it turns out that Guang Guang does indeed love the community, and he's decided that we're going to be extending the Zombies game mode until December 5th. Y'all, that is one day prior to the Marvel Rivals anniversary. And something tells me that we're gonna have a good chance of having something longevity based by the time the year one mark comes up. Now, that said, I know you guys have a lot of questions regarding Marvel Zombies, Marvel news, and everything, so be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get caught up on all things Marvel Rivals and Marvel Zombies. This is going to be the spot for all Marvel Rivals PVE. And if you want more info on that, be sure to join our Discord as well. Links to everything in the description of this video, of course. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video talking about the changes. So as I already stated in the beginning, this is an official announcement. Thank you all for the amazing feedback from the community. We've decided to extend the current Marvel Zombies event until December 5th, 2025. We want everyone to have more time to try different heroes, and with this is coming new balance changes and optimizations. This includes new solo challenge leaderboards, rank up based on the hero's individual performance. So all you Jeff mains out there can do your own solo grind and still get on the leaderboards as well. There will also be hero-based clear rewards, including units, epic quality titles. I would not be surprised that if this mode is able to persist in the long term, if this is going to be something that we see skins and exclusive emotes for, stuff like that, and I'm very excited for it. This would essentially be NetEase pulling a Fortnite. With Fortnite, originally the PVE mode was supposed to be the main focus. However, over time, they decided to relapse that and make it about the PvP. And because of that, they saw a huge resurgence. Marvel Zombies has been great for Marvel. We cannot pretend that it hasn't, so this could be a huge thing. Now, what else do we have regarding these changes? Because it's not just the extension, but also the remix to extension. For those of you who are old enough to get that reference, the remix to extension, we're getting some changes to some of our favorite characters. Let's take a look at that now. First up, we have Thor. Thor's Thunder Formation build. Thunder Formation level 3 has a new effect. That means you're going to gain 15% damage reduction. This is going to be a recurring theme across the board. A lot of the devs have realized now you got to be able to actually survive the bosses. Otherwise, you're spending so much of your units investing on health and damage reduction like I was stating. Shout out to my previous Thor guide if you guys want to check that out. Next up, the Ion Shield. Blue, increase HP regen from 50 to 75%. 100 to 150, 200 to 300 per second. Sorry, not percentage. Thunder Turret. These are the real ones that are going to matter. The golds and the purples, of course. Boosting the damage from 8 to 12 and from 18 to 27 for collision damage when using Thunder Turret. Now, this is going to be huge, y'all. Basically, Thor had a problem with dealing damage. He could definitely smoke out a boss, and he could deal the damage he wanted to, but it would take a lot more time than people realized. And because of that, he struggled to get some of the higher clear boards, like, of course, Blade, and even Magik to some extent. These changes means he's no longer going to have that. Add on the Allfather's Might with his Rune of Thor Awakening build, you're going to get massive increases. Instead of the damage going from 35, it goes to 65%. That's a 30% increase at gold. I know that it's massive, guys. That's massive. No Diddy, no Drizzy, but come on, y'all. Even the baseline going from 5 to 8%, 18 to 28%, a 3% increase, a 10% increase, and a 30% increase is huge. Next up, we got Magik and her Phantom Edge build, the Devouring Sigil. The soul mark damage is going to increase from 12 to 16. I don't think that's going to be huge, but her Dark Child mode, which I already have a video on that ready. I've been ready, but I'm probably going to redo it after seeing this. The Dark Child build is going to give increased stats. So I'm going to skip straight to the golds and the purples. The real difference you're going to be seeing is going to be from there. So with purple, the Soul Sword and the Eldritch World damage boost in Dark Child form is going from 35 to 70 in purple. Let me remind you, that's just purple, y'all. That's base form. Add on to that, the gold going from 80% to 160%. What? They're giving her a massive increase to her damage. What does this mean for all of you Magik mains out there? Well, let me tell you. Basically, you're going to be doubling your damage if you, provided you get the right runes, you're gonna be able to double your damage from Khonshu's Blessing and get those high tier clears like we're seeing from Blade. Why is Blade only get to 140? I don't know, but this is going to be huge. Before with Magik, you had the base form, which had more health and more damage, and that was honestly the better one, but the spin to win one was definitely more fun and more versatile, better at survivability. I think this is going to change that a lot. Next up, we have the Punisher, and he's going to have a change to his sweeping build. Deliverance headshot damage, multiplier, and prepare traits. It's going to increase basically how much, it's not giving us a number specifically, but in the prepare category for his headshot damage on a sweeper build, it's going to increase. Also increase the sweeper level 1 explosive damage when defeating enemies. I don't really get how that's going to be drastically different. I mean, Punisher was fine. He definitely wasn't a character that needed too much of a change. I do think he could last a little bit better against some ads, but his single target damage, in my opinion, is probably a little bit better than Thor's. And whereas Thor has more survivability and a little bit more health, I do think he makes up for it in his direct damage. So overall, I'm not too disappointed by this. I do think that we could probably still see more, I guess, damage or health as a baseline to his prepared category, but that's just me. I don't know what you guys are thinking about this, but I'm very curious. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section regarding Punisher and his changes. I just don't think it's going to be enough. And when you add on to the fact that most of this is going to be a survivability and damage check, I know that's both the elements of the game, it does make a difference. It definitely does, because you're going to need to be able to both survive the damage of 2 Scarlet Witches blasting off at the same time, no Diddy, no Drizzy. But you're also going to need to be able to deal enough damage to kill them to, make a difference. Otherwise, you're going to be there for 40, 50 minutes. And come on, I mean, if we just get enough revive cards, we could do it that way anyways. And I know nobody wants to have a 40, 50-minute round or maybe, an hour-plus round just doing zombies. At least I don't think so. Last but not least, Jeff. And let me be clear here, Jeff is going to be the last character I do. And I'm glad I waited, because to be honest with you guys, I'm not super impressed with Jeff in Marvel Zombies when it comes to Nightmare 4. I'm just not. And I think a lot of people are very underwhelmed with him, but I do think that this might give him a change. Yet again, we're seeing another damage reduction. Jeff had 0 survivability. I'm sorry, but I mean, even when you got out of your ultimate to get the ads, which was basically his only job, you were getting exploded upon immediately and dying. So now this should be able to make a huge difference. I definitely think that would help. Next up, the Thor Frenzy increased the hide and seek collision damage from 60 to 90 in purple alone. That's very impressive. I did think it was a little bit low, especially if you want Jeff to either, do his spray, his ooze, or bump into enemies. So I like the changes. From 140 to 200 though, I'm not gonna lie, I do think it could go a little higher. I really think the gold one should have should feel substantially bigger. I don't know. Again, that's just me, but I'm happy about the changes nonetheless. Next up for his bubble impact, again, 15 to 18 for purple, 30 to 36 for gold from the splash damage bonus. With all the bubbles you can get, this should make a pretty decent difference in the damage. Added on with this collision damage, added together, it should work. Bubbling impact now benefits from bubbling impact damage bonus as well, so that's going to help as well with people, using the bubble strategy with Jeff. I know people thought that the red path was the only path. I was one of those people, but it seems like the blue path might have some viability now. Last is the Shark Sombrity, increase detection range for enemies during hide and seek. So I'm guessing that's just going to be his ultimate for when he's doing it, which is fine. I'm liking that, because basically it'll mean he's going to be able to get away from the ops quicker, avoid being killed by the explosive zombies or the elites hitting him immediately after, and I'm not too disappointed by that. So overall, those have been the changes to Marvel Zombies. I'm really excited about it. I won't lie to you guys, I played the mode at least once a day, at least, probably way higher than that, but it's very fun and enjoyable. I think that a lot of people can have a great time playing it, and I'm very happy with this extension. Here's hoping that NetEase extends it past December 6th. Hopefully there's a huge announcement for some type of PVE mode, because we've all been enjoying that. If you guys want that, you got to support these types of videos, not just mine, not just post on Twitter, message the developers yourself, hit them up on their Discord, their Instagram, their Twitter, everything. Please, 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 if you hear me, this mode has definitely sparked, reignited my spark and love for Marvel Rivals, and I love making content about it specifically. So if you guys care about me even a little bit, if you want to help out your boy, even if it's just for me, please let Guan know you love this mode, and don't forget to drop a like. You didn't see me miss that out. Don't forget to drop a like, and let me know in the comment section what you guys want to see next. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to check out the video YouTube's recommending next, because it thinks you'll enjoy it, and so do I!